What do murder and high school sweethearts have to do with one another?
They're all in the movie The Judge that just came out, and a whole lot more into what could be an award-winning film. Jim Ferguson, of course, our entertainment reporter. Yes. He's standing by with more.
Well, good morning, Maria and Tina. In today's Hollywood happening, we're going to court with the movie The Judge, where Robert Downey Jr. stars as a Chicago defense attorney who returns to his childhood home of Carlinville, Indiana, where his estranged father, the town's judge, played by Robert Duvall, is suspected of murder. He sets out to discover the truth, and along the way, reconnects with his high school sweetheart, Samantha Powell, played by Vera Farmiga, and a small-town attorney, played by Dax Shepherd, who's been hired by the judge to defend him.
The infamous Hank Palmer.
The jaded lawyer with no respect for the law.
Did that just happen?
How does it feel?
Knowing every person you represent is guilty.
It's fine. Innocent people can't afford me.
Oh, Vera, good to see you again. And Dax, too. Congratulations to both of you. And you've heard this all day, rightfully so. One of the best films of the year, The Judge.
Yeah, thank you.
I really mean that. I grew up in Chicago, and I went to the University of Indiana in Bloomington. That I had a sense of place. Do you know what I mean? Like the audience will get they'll feel this town of Carlinville, and it's a major character, I think. Comment?
I think hometown, I think whether you grew up in rural Indiana or in Newark, New Jersey, like I did, and then I moved out to rural. My parents moved us out by 6th grade. I think what you will identify is that hometown is always it's a murky attitude coming back. It's simultaneously, it's home, it's your nest, and it's comforting, but it's also just nerve-wracking.
And as Robert Downey Jr.'s character, Hank Palmer, found, you can go home.
Yeah.
And which he does.
Yeah.
And there he finds two of his old friends, at least one of his old friends, Sam, and your character, C.B. Kennedy. Are they both Carlinville lifers?
That seems to be the case. Yeah, we seem to be quite happy in Carlinville. We're not trying to get out by any stretch.
I think for both of them, there's a great pride that comes along with the choice to stay, and certainly with Sam, I think she wears it like a badge and is very content. That contentedness, especially for Sam, which is a direct contradiction to that unsettlement that Hank possesses.
I mean, my character splits his duties as a lawyer and an antique salesman for his parents' antique store. So yeah, I'm very entrenched in the local.
A little different type of character for you, Dan.
Yeah, side part for starters. Big baggy suits.
Big baggy suits.
Yeah, but yeah, I got to play a very earnest guy whose heart is always in the right spot, and that was fun. It was really nice because I was playing at the.
You got sick a lot.
Excuse me. Oh yes, I got to throw up a lot, which was I always look for that in a role. Yeah. But I was simultaneously shooting this, and This Is Where I Leave You. So I was going to New York and playing probably the worst guy this year in movies, and then I was getting to play this sweetheart. So it was really fun. Like I'd be shooting on Monday as a douchebag, and then on Wednesday I'd be a sweetheart. So it was very fun. I liked it.
Well, in The Judge, Jeremy Strong portrays Robert Downey Jr.'s mentally impaired brother, Dale, a gentle presence among the stronger personalities of his father and brothers. The movie is about a sense of place, and the audience does get that feeling that this little Indiana town is a major character in the movie?
Absolutely. I mean, I think, to me, the movie is about the idea of home and coming home, and through that, confronting, your past, confronting old wounds, confronting unresolved, business. But the place, I think, someone asked before, why do small towns, why are they such great settings for drama? And I think the containment of that, and a place that is a really kind of quintessential American town that is, really contained, makes this great crucible for drama. There's something epic in this intimate place that's happening.
Almost a Norman Rockwell.
It totally, it's very Rockwellian.
Yeah, right. Your mother has passed away in the film, and your brother Hank, played by Robert Downey Jr., is in Chicago as a defense attorney.
Right.
Not a scrupulous one. But, and you have another brother, Dale.
Glenn.
I'm sorry, Glenn. Your character is Dale. And he likes to work with a camera, a Super 8. Is he kind of the eyes and soul of the family?
I think so. I think that's the idea in the script. I think there's something about the camera that is for him. You know, he's a developmentally delayed. He has a struggle that makes him different, I think, and from his brothers and from the rest of his family. He's an adult, but he's unable to function on his own in the world, and so there was a lot of exploring to do for me in terms of what that was and where that came from. And his camera, I think, is a kind of safety for him. It's a way for him of holding his family together, of holding his world together, of keeping his mother close.
Built these walls of stone.
God, here we go.
And they crumble back today.
We can barely stand the sight of each other.
Well, The Judge stars two-time Oscar nominee Robert Downey Jr., Oscar winner Robert Duvall, another Oscar winner Billy Bob Thornton, and Oscar nominee Vera Farmiga. A great cast, and they all give award-type performances. The Judge is told with several twists, surprises, and humor. Being from Illinois, I really enjoyed the Midwestern sensibility. Although it's a story about a dysfunctional family, it's also a beautiful story about forgiveness. And I'll be surprised if The Judge is not nominated for an Oscar. And Robert Duvall for Best Supporting Actor. It's rated R. This is a no-brainer. My grade, a solid A. And also opening today, Alexander and the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day. Of course, it's a comedy starring Steve Carell and Jennifer Garner, and the fantasy drama Dracula Untold starring Luke Evans. I'm going to see you right here next Tuesday on The Morning Blend.